But we also need to face the reality. Labor plans to bring in 1.67 million migrants over 5 years, while falling 400,000 homes short of its own target, its own promise. 1.67 million migrants is up from 1.6 at MyEFO, 1.5 at the last budget, 1.2 million from Labor's first budget, and 1.1 million when we left government. This is a government that has lost control. In just 2 years, Labor has brought in 923,000 migrants, but on the available data, there are only 265,000 new homes. This is a mathematical reality. We cannot wish our way into more housing supply. The Coalition wants Australians to be able to afford to rent and buy a home. We cannot consign people to sleeping in cars or couch surfing to get by. So to support home ownership, we have recommitted to allowing Australians to access their super to secure a housing deposit, making it easier for young couples and families to get into a house while ensuring the gains are preserved for retirement. But there is much to do to alleviate supply-side pressures, and the government is failing to shift the dial. In response, the Coalition proposes to relieve those supply-side pressures, reduce demand by first temporarily banning foreign investors and temporary residents from buying existing homes, cutting permanent migration by 25% for 2 years, followed by a gradual balancing with a great emphasis on skilled visas to support construction, and thirdly, reducing foreign student numbers in metropolitan universities to lessen rental market pressure and introduce a tiered student visa fee arrangement. This will free up well over 100,000 additional dwellings over the next 5 years, and would free up substantially more if Labor were to implement the policy now. In parallel, we'll focus on enhancing productivity across the economy and in our construction industry. We've announced policies to support more people into the workforce. We've announced that our changes to visa charges will support our regional universities as well as private colleges. And the Coalition understands that housing supply is a whole of economy problem, whilst Labor is not treating it as one. Labor's billions of unnecessary spending include initiatives like thousands of kilometres of unnecessary power lines, putting pressure on demand for construction trades that will flow through to our housing market. At the same time, Labor is refusing to list construction trades on the skilled visa lists. Master Builders analysis shows that the first tranche of Labor's IR laws will cost $15.9 billion in construction output and set Labor's housing targets back by another 15,400 homes. The total impact of the subsequent changes or stages of IR reforms will be worse. Building ministers have waved through some of the biggest changes to the National Construction Code in a decade, adding to red tape and compliance burden for projects. Labor's only solution to housing is to throw around more money and more red tape.